10 Most Significant Rivers in the Bible. The Bible mentions several rivers that play significant roles in its narratives, both in literal and symbolic contexts. Here are 10 of the most significant rivers mentioned in the Bible, along with their importance. Jordan River. The Jordan River is perhaps the most famous river in the Bible, significant for several key events. It is the site where Joshua led the Israelites into the Promised Land, Joshua 3. Elijah was taken up to heaven, 2 Kings 2. And Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist, Matthew 3:13-17. Euphrates River. The Euphrates is one of the 4 rivers that flowed from the Garden of Eden according to Genesis, Genesis 2:14, and is mentioned numerous times, symbolizing the boundary of the land promised by God to Abraham and his descendants, Genesis 15:18. Tigris River. Along with the Euphrates, the Tigris is one of the rivers associated with the Garden of Eden, Genesis 2:14. It is also part of the region where early biblical events are set, including the Assyrian Empire, which played a significant role in Israelite history. Nile River. The Nile is central to the story of Moses in the book of Exodus. Moses was found in the bulrushes of the Nile by Pharaoh's daughter, Exodus 2 and 3:10, and the river was turned to blood as the first of the 10 plagues, Exodus 7:14-25. River Jabbok. The Jabbok is the site of Jacob's wrestling with the angel, where he was renamed Israel, symbolizing his struggle with God and men and his emergence as the father of the Israelite nation, Genesis 32:22-32. River Chebar. The Chebar is significant in the prophetic literature, as it is by this river in Babylon that Ezekiel receives his vision of God and is called to be a prophet to the Israelites during their exile, Ezekiel 1:1-3. River of Egypt, also known as the Wadi el-Arish. This river is often identified as the southern boundary of the land promised to the Israelites, Genesis 15:18, Numbers 34:5. Brook Kidron. The Kidron Valley, through which the brook Kidron flows, is mentioned in relation to several key biblical events, including David's flight from Absalom, Samuel 15:23, and Jesus' crossing on the night of his betrayal, John 18:1. Brook Cherith. This brook east of the Jordan provided Elijah with a hiding place and sustenance during a drought, as commanded by God, 1 Kings 17:3-6. Pishon and Gihon rivers. These rivers, along with the Tigris and Euphrates, are mentioned as flowing out of Eden to water the garden and then dividing into 4 heads, Genesis 2:10-14. Their exact locations are unknown, but they are part of the creation narrative and symbolize the abundance and fertility of Eden. These rivers not only have geographical and historical importance, but also carry deep spiritual and symbolic meanings within the biblical narrative, representing life, purification, boundaries, and divine providence.